Hello, beautiful people. Long time no see. So I wanted to come on here and do my makeup while getting ready. I know I stopped doing my Vlogtober mid-October. It was just a lot, but I did want to answer everybody's questions that asked me questions. So I decided to do a Q&A / get ready with me styled video. Let's get started. So my skin has been super dry. I'm going to go ahead and use the Shea Moisture Primer. This gives me lots of moisturization, especially in these months where my skin is like super dry. So first question. So Sparkle and Sweet says, absolutely love Aldi. Awesome food and prices. Did you know Aldi and Trader Joe's are sisters? Laugh out loud. Fun fact, what's your favorite Aldi food? Katia, is that you? Because I'm not sure if it was or not. But to answer your question, well, your fun fact, I did not know that they were sisters. And also, my favorite brand from there is the Simply Nature, I think is what it's called. Yeah, I think that was it for your question. Like I said, I think it's anything with that brand, that Simple Nature brand. So let me know if that's you, Katia. I'm not sure. I think you changed your profile, so I'm not sure if that's you. Kimmy Cake says, I was going to ask you if you still worked out. Your body is goals. Thank you so much. I do still work out during Vlogtober. You know, I lost my card and I started going to LA Fitness. I have been in LA Fitness since then. I do go in and out because some days I feel motivated, some days I don't. I'll go through like a 2-week spurt and then end up bonking out like I did Vlogtober. Next, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild foundation, Photo Focus foundation in caramel. My complexion is going in and out because I'm losing my tan. So I'm going to go with caramel and then do the exterior with the toffee pecan. Yvonne says, when's your birthday? What state are you in? What's your nationality? Just things I've wondered as I started watching and subscribe to your channel. What made you start daily vlogs? I've been thinking about doing it. When's your birthday? August the 1st, 1984, so I'll let you do the math. What state are you in? I am in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. No, I'm not. What state are you in? I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What's your nationality? I am Puerto Rican and black. My mother's Puerto Rican. My father is black. And then I'm just wondering, what made you start daily vlogging? Last year, me and my friend decided to do it, and I absolutely love daily vlogging. I'm an overthinker. So the days that are like down days, I feel like it's not as entertaining as if I'm going out on the road. So it prevents me and stops me from daily vlogging. That's why I ended up just stopping because I'm like, I don't want it to become redundant. But that's just me overthinking things. Oh, and if I'm working, that's another thing. I feel like if I'm working, it's but so much footage that I can capture. So yeah. So just like anyone, I'm an overthinker. But I need to get better at that because overthinking prevents creation and yeah. But if you're interested in doing it, I would definitely suggest doing it. It's a lot of fun. There is this one gentleman, his name is Casey Neistat. I love Casey. Casey's so dope. So motivating as well. Watch like a video of his. Just the way he creatively captures his is just like, wow. Kudos to anybody who does daily vlogs because it's not a joke. My fourth question is, always good seeing you, Marley and that ball. Thank God you're okay from the fire. Question 1, lessons from the fire. 2, how tall are you? 3, what's your favorite color? And 4, what's the one hair product you've used the longest? Makeup product, worst date. 6, favorite 3 restaurants here in Atlanta. What would you tell young Lingy? What would you tell 60-year-old Lingy? Favorite 3 songs to perform, and 10 favorite meal. So let me break it down. Lessons from the fire. She's talking about the fire with my car. My car caught on fire while I was at work last May or March, and I wasn't in it. Thank thank God I was actually at work. But one lesson that I have learned since then is just don't take things too serious. Objects can be replaced. You can't. That was something that my mom definitely drilled in me. Tangible items, they're tangible. They can be replaced. You can't. Life can't be. So don't take life too serious, enjoy the little things. It's not that serious. A car can be replaced. Once again, what was your second question? How tall are you? I am 5'3". Favorite color, purple. You can't find that many purple pieces, but you can slide that over to pink. What's the one hair product you use the longest? Cantu Shea Butter for my twist outs. Favorite makeup? Ooh, I switch out makeup so fast, so fast. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Favorite 3 restaurants here in Atlanta? You in the A, girl? Hey, girl. Favorite 3 restaurants. There's a spot here called The Border. Not on the border, but The Border. It's an authentic Mexican restaurant that I love them. They're quite often. They have great margaritas. And another one, there's this spot called, what's it called? Oh, Carruccio's. Carruccio's is a Thai/sushi restaurant here, not too far away. And the owner is really, really dope. I really love him. And he provides high alkaline water for his patrons, and he also provides it for the community. So if you happen to be around here, you can come and drop off a gallon and he fills it up for free. Isn't that dope? That's just dope. So Carruccio's definitely. And then there's this other restaurant that's more like a hole in the wall. It's called Doc's. You can get your wings and French fries and go there. It's always packed. Rain, hail, sleet, snow, New Year's Eve, Christmas. People are there. So it's actually a really fun place to go to, and that's called Doc's again. So that is my third one. Carruccio's, The Border, and Doc's. Those are the 3 here in Atlanta. What would you tell young Lingy? I would tell young Lingy and current Lingy, do not overthink. I try to tell other people who are interested in, promoting themselves and stuff like that, not to overthink, but it's easier said than done. I'm such an overthinker. If things aren't right, it's oh my gosh, it'll prevent me from creating. So that's what I would tell current Lingy and younger Lingy. Do not overthink. Just do and learn and pick up the pieces later. Older Lingy. Hopefully by the time I am older Lingy, I would have stopped overthinking and continued what I was doing. And I would tell older Lingy to continue being the fun, vibrant individual that she always has been. We live in an ageist society where it's after you're a certain amount of years old, it's kind of oh, your time is done, and people break that mode all the time. Betsy Johnson is still killing the game. Jay-Z just dropped a hip-hop album. I think he might be the oldest artist who actually dropped the album and it was accepted by the masses. So that's what I would tell older Lingy. Oh, and I'm doing my brows with the Anastasia Dip Brow in Ebony. Ever since I did the video with Destiny, I bought this product and I've been doing my brows with it. I feel with brows is so much concentration. I feel with brows is so much concentration that I have to do. So give me a minute. Whew. All right. So now I can breathe. Next, Sparkle and Sweets. Again, she said, love your vlogs, excited about the thrift haul. Where do you like to thrift? If you guys are new to my channel, I love thrifting. I've been thrifting since for a while now. I can't even remember the first time I started thrifting as an adult. But I actually love thrifting any and everywhere, honestly. I feel when it comes to thrifting, the things that you have to consider is consider your closet, what you have in your closet. Don't just randomly pick things that you like. Pick things that go together with things that you have in your closet, because if you find a piece, it doesn't make any sense until you actually put an ensemble together. Also, be patient, because I have to be in the mood to go thrifting. If I'm in a rush, I'm not going thrifting. Yeah, so you have to clank hangers and be in a mental space where you have the time and patience for it. So yeah. But here in Atlanta, there is a Goodwill right in walking distance from me. There's also this other store called Value Village that I actually love going to. The good thing about Value Village is on the last Wednesday of the month, everything in the store is 50% off. Like, you can't beat that. So I really wait for the end of the month to go ahead and go shopping. But anywhere, I shop anywhere, to answer your question. So, next question. Empress Yanika says, I love your vlog, so creative. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? If I can continue being consistent, I think consistency is one of my Achilles heels. It's hard for me to remain consistent. Like, I try and then I overthink and then I stop and then I get remotivated, if that's a word, or re-inspired, and continue the cycle. If I can continue doing so, I would like to do consulting, like wardrobe consulting. I think that's something that I thoroughly enjoy, just how to bring stuff together. I have a friend, her name is Samantha. She would like to hear how I go about breaking down what piece and choosing which pieces that I actually choose to create my ensembles. So consulting is always a great idea that I've definitely been considering. Also, I know, my sewing tutorials. Okay, so to answer your question, the 5-year goal, I plan to continue, teaching. I love DIYs. Just continue doing this. I'm gonna see where it goes. If I can continue being consistent with it, I think I'll be straight. I do plan on eventually getting out my sewing tutorials, at least sewing basics. If you didn't know, I am a seamstress first. So I would like to do that. I would love to do that. Again, an overthinker. Oh, so I forgot. So I am using this palette. I started off with this orange here. Then I went into this cognac color here, and then I went into this bronze looking color here. I put the bronze on my lid and everything else went into my crease. Nubian K says, when is your sewing series going to start? Please, can I get a shout out? Watching all the way from Zimbabwe. Hey, Nubian K. Hey, girl, you watching from Zimbabwe? Yes. Second, like I said before, I was waiting for me to get a wider either lens so I can capture everything that I need to capture when I'm trying to teach you guys. But they're coming up soon. I did get a camera. Thanksgiving just passed and Black Friday passed as well. And I did invest in another camera. So I'm going to refilm another how I film video, just so I can update everybody on what I'm shooting with, the lens I'm shooting with, my camera, my lenses, etc., etc. So it's coming, please, it's coming. Again, I'm an overthinker. I just overthink any and everything, which is so bad. So next, Cecilia. Cecilia is a coworker of mine who became a dear friend. And we actually share a birthday, so we're birthday sisters. Hey, Cecilia, girl. She goes, hey, hun, if there are no questions, just talk about life, the hurricane, and your stepdad, best friends or boyfriends issues, or friends in general, stuff like that, or your jobs and education. Why do you do what you do? Why you stopped doing what you did? I just had some thoughts after today's video. Thank you, Cecilia. I love you, Cecilia. I love you. Okay, so life and my stepfather. So the father who's raised me is currently in Ponce, Puerto Rico. And I know I don't speak too much politics, but we all know what's going on in Puerto Rico currently. So when Hurricane Maria initially hit, we couldn't find him. We couldn't reach him. We couldn't get in contact with him for about like a whole week. So we were all worried. And he eventually reached out to us. He is still limited to power. He's okay, thank the Lord, but the house is pretty much demolished. So he is in the act of coming to Philadelphia. That's where my family is. And I can't wait. Like I just can't wait. I just feel like I feel like where we are as a country, it's just crazy. But he is okay, and thank you, Cecilia, for even asking. Oh, best friends, boyfriends, and friends in general. I'm just gonna sum this up in a lump sum. So with friends and boyfriends in general, I feel as though whoever you consider a friend / boyfriend or girlfriend, they should be your main supporters, period. Like, they should be the ones rooting for you at all times. If not, it's simply an associate, and I feel it's okay to just have associates. You just know where to place them in your life. I have a little sister. She just turned 21. She is a junior in college, and I'm always telling her about her friends. Like, you know how your mother, like for me, I was the only child growing up until I was 12. That's when I had my baby sister. Or my mom had my baby sister. Hey! That was her calling right then and there. See, I done spoke the baby up. But I treat her like she is my child because, like I said, my mom had her when I was 12. And that is my baby. But I always am telling her about friends. Like, my grandmom always told me, like, you don't got no friends. Like, your friend is your mother and your sister, period, point blank. And we are very, very tight. We are very, very close, me, my mom, and my sister. And I do have good friends that I have made out in Atlanta out here. Like, they're like family. They're no longer friends. They're more so family. The individuals that you can rely on that are always there for you, those are your friends. If not, they're associates, and that's it. The ones that support you, but they are very rare and hard to come by. And then again, with that said, you have to be that in return as well. So both of them should be two-sided, whether it be a relationship or whether it be an actual friendship. You have to do the same in return. So yeah. All right, and then I'm using the Maybelline eyeliner gel, and I think it's Black is Black. She said, talk about stuff like jobs and education. So if you guys are new to my channel, I came out to Atlanta, came to school. I went to Clark Atlanta initially. I was an undecided major at that time. My biological father is a detailed artist, so he can draw his ass off. My mom, she's very crafty. Like, she's into jewelry making and floral arrangements, and she's just dope. So they both are just dope when it comes to art. So I went to school initially as an undecided major. I was gearing more towards art though. So I was starting to take art classes. And then I think around my sophomore year, I ended up just transferring over to AIU. I went to school for fashion design and marketing. Now, what led me to fashion design and marketing is I initially started sewing when I was 13 years old. Usually with sewing, you obtain the craft from like a grandmom, a mother, somebody elder, an aunt, something like that. Because it used to be, back in the day, the woman of the house used to make all the clothes. So that's why it's an older craft. You didn't see, especially like about 10 years ago, you didn't see young individuals sewing. You know, it was like absurd. It was just kind of like, you sew? You so young. Because it was attributed to older people, because around the 80s, it was just kind of lost craft. And you could go get clothes from any retailer at like cheap prices. You didn't have to pay for labor. I started sewing when I was 13. I would like make my dresses and stuff like that for school. When I was in the 10th grade, they implemented uniforms. And oh my God, that's not cute. They implemented uniforms into our school. That was around the time that I started sewing. But on Fridays, we had dress down day. Throughout the week, when I get home from school, I would do my homework and I would do all my, chores and stuff like that. And on my free time, which wasn't a lot, I would start sewing. One Christmas, when I was 13, I asked my mom for a sewing machine. And for some odd reason, I was like, I can make this. I never touched a sewing machine before. Nobody around me had a sewing machine. It was just something, I don't know what the hell is going on my wing, but it was just something that I was just interested in. And she bought me a sewing machine that Christmas. So fast forward, so for Dress Down Friday, I would make my little dresses. Mind you, I didn't know how to read patterns. I didn't have anything like a YouTube to teach me the step by step. I didn't know anything about it. All I knew was I wanted to make a dress. So I think my mom bought me a pattern and I didn't know how to read it. So I would read it to the best of my ability and make my dresses. But my dresses would fit phenomenal. But if you looked on the inside of that dress was horribly made. Like, it had no lining. I didn't even understand lining. I didn't understand the concept of lining. I'm using the L'Oreal Luminous mascara. So I used to do my dresses, and then when I hit my senior prom, I was just kind of like, I'm doing my dress. Mom, I'm making my dress. So I went to South Street, bought all of my fabric, and literally made my dress. And my mom was like, you messed that dress up. I'm not buying you a new dress at the end, at last minute. Because I think the last week or the last 2 weeks of school, I was literally sewing my life away. And I made my prom dress. Like, that was just a milestone to me. So fast forward, when I went to Clark Atlanta, and I was still undecided in majors. And then when I stopped going, because I was just kind of like, not sure what I'm doing with this. I don't want to, waste more money or take out more loans. I ended up transferring over to AIU. I majored in fashion design and marketing. They had a fashion design and marketing class program. And that's when I actually noticed, like, all the questions that I had when I was younger, it was like a ding moment. They all made sense. So that was schooling. And then what was Cecilia's last question? Why do you do what you do, and why did you stop? Cecilia, if you can, elaborate on that. But why do I do what I do? I'm just going to answer from what I think you're talking about. Why do I do, I'm guessing, YouTube? I love teaching you guys. I think YouTube for me is a good platform for me to just showcase a lot of things versus doing individual classes and stuff like that. And not only that, I do love doing all the things that I do, whether it be makeup, whether it be costume, whether it be style, whether it be DIYs. I just love doing things like that, and I just feel like this is a hub for me to do it. Although I do feel as though you guys gravitate more towards my style videos and stuff like that. So I reformatted my Instagram. So I decided to do more fashion forward or thrifty finds and looks and stuff like that, inspiration looks on my Instagram. I'm not sure if you guys follow me on Instagram, but definitely do so. And then with that said, I feel like I'm gonna do the same thing here. Maybe I'll stop doing my Halloween videos and solely focus on my style and maybe thrifty finds and get ready with me, so you actually see the style aspect of it. So yeah. So Cecilia, tell me what you meant as far as why did I stop. I'm not sure what you meant for that. So let me know. So that was the last of my questions. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup. All right. So for concealer, I'm using the Wet n Wild concealer in light medium beige. All right. So next, I'm going to go ahead and contour with this little saddle looking color right there. All right. And I'm going to blend all those harsh lines out with the same foundation that I used earlier. All right, so next I'm going to take that same color right here, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. Then I'm going to smoke it out with that chocolate color. All right, so I'm going to take some eyeliner and put some on my waterline. I'm going to coat my lower lashes with the same mascara. All right, so for a little highlight, I'm going to take the Strobe Highlighter by Evolution and highlight a little bit. Next, I'm going to take this little peachy color, this rouge color, put it on my cheeks. All right, so for lips, I'm going to take this Gingerbread Ruby Kisses and outline my lips. All right, so now that my lips are lined, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild gel lip liner. It's very nice and smooth too. What color is this? Bear to comment. All right, so makeup is done. I'm about to get my life together, put my wardrobe on. I'm about to just head out for a little bit, and I shall return.